Hey, what's up, grinders? I am Azard, and this week in Gen 4 we have a Shentang week. We got to play the Epic Trails first time, and those are quite tricky. So if you want to see my video from the last fight, I'm going to post that link down below in the comments. Also, the weekly glory troop Bandalista is quite okay actually for once. This troop deals magic plus 2 true damage to 2 random enemies, and the damage is boosted by Urska allies. The boost ratio is times 3. Also, as the armor piercing trait has 50% chance to ignore armor with skull damage. So there is pretty nice synergy between the spell and the third trait. Could be useful in some true damage teams, especially when used up top. Right. We also have a Urska invasion, and let's go check what we are going to deal with that this week. The event captain JEC has the usual double magic and earns double tower kills when used in the team. There's also a new exploder weapon, Bandaskian Wand, that explodes magic plus 1 brown gems and grants a random status effect to all Urska allies and then summons an Urska troop. Upgrades, okay is, damned is uh, pretty nice, and the curing is also nice, cleanses when cast. Right. About the reward stages, in a full guild, the average tower amount killed is 584. Tier 4 scores something between 560 and 592 towers killed. So, depending on the Raven luck, maybe a few tier 5s is needed in the guild. So, if you want to help your guild, buy 5 tiers in the shop. Okay, about teams, this is the climbing team I use. We are using King Mikhail up top, who explodes a row and deals magic plus 4 damage to all enemies, and deals 9 more damage if he is enraged. Traits gains 3 to all skills if in first position, and reduces damage from skulls by 25%, and the unique territory Angry Bearer gains enrage when matching brown gems. Pretty good troop for that AoE damage. And we're using the event captain JZ here in the second position. He deals magic plus 2 damage to an enemy, and if their tower deals times 3 times 4 times 5 damage based on the ascension of the troop. Also gains 5 attack, life and armor. Not much, but I guess it all adds up. Traits: Urska Bond allied Urska gains 2 life, the kite reduces damage from skulls by 20%. That's nice if you're using this troop up top. And the usual Siege Breaker trait deals times 4 times 5 or times 5 skull damage versus towers based on the ascension of the troop. Mine is mythic, so we are going to deal 5 times skull damage if we use this troop up top. But as this is a climbing team, a kind of a speed team, we are just using King Mikhail up top to get that troop up, and then we can deal some AoE damage. We are using Urskula in the last slot. Northern Cluster trait gives 50% start to all Urska allies. Also, there is a magic plus 10 scatter damage with the spell, which is boosted by enraged allies. And she also enrages all allies and gives them 6 attack. Pretty much we are using this for that fast start, but if there are some troops that survive, if they have spell reduction or just in general survive the King Mikhail AoE cast, we can wipe the remaining enemies with this scatter damage, even though it isn't very much. And about the weapon, we are using this Ruthless Defense from Urskaya. Explodes magic plus 1 brown gems and grants a random status effect to all Urskaya allies, and then summon an Urskaya troop. Pretty much the same as the shop weapon in the event, but this weapon isn't mana blocked with Mikhail or Sheiji, so I think this fits pretty well. We are using Titan class. It gives 50% start, and the talents are pretty nice. Thunder Fist, all yellow allies gain 1 magic. Storm Aura creates a dust storm at the start of the battle. Lightning Strike for the dude. Those are always nice. And I'm running triple Nisha with this team. Let's try this. Because of the 50% start and the starting explosion usually, our King Mikhail is up. without pressing any buttons. Let's explode this, deal some AoE damage, and we actually looped. That's nice. Another cast, and now we can use Urska to wipe the remaining enemies. If we just get our turn back. There. It's pretty nice and quickie team. Let's do another one. Let's see if we get our King Mikhail up with this starting board. Nope, it didn't happen, but that's fine. Let's take that. And deal a cost. We could explode the board now. Let's do that. And get rid of the last enemy with our Sheets Breaker. There. I think we are going to do one more. Yes. So when fighting these towers, it's pretty much all the same if you are using any class with Root Trap or anything else that provides some support, because these towers are invulnerable, so Root Trap or Elementalist third rate won't do anything for you. So that's why we are using Titan class for that Dust Storm and Lightning Strike, etc. 50% start always helps. There. Alright. So when you enter the last stage, it's okayish idea to drop King Michael away and insert Black Bjorn over there. This is another Siege Breaker, Urska Siege Breaker, that deals the usual spell damage and has the usual traits over here as well. Now, when the enemy HP is going to go up, it's a pretty good idea to take advantage of that third trait with the Skull Pokes. They are going to be heavy and they are going to add a little bit of speed. And what was the weapon name? I think we could try that as well. Just a second. Bandaskian one. Yes, this fits very well over here. Now Blackbeard and Jeichi won't mana block our weapon over here, and I think we like our banner as well. Yeah, I think this is good idea when you are fighting only towers. Let's try this team. And triple Nisha again, because we are using Urskula, who gives 50% start to our Urska troops. Let's try what happens with the starting explosion. There was one Skull Poke. We could do damage over there. We could do another damage over there. Explode the board, generate some mana, and maybe Skull Pokes. Get this match done. Yep, there. Pretty simple approach, but it's pretty effective as well. Okay, there's an extra turn which will obviously be exploded, and that's okay. Let's do some damage over there and explode the board. There we could maybe take those extra turns, but this works as well. There. Maybe I show you one more team that I used with my other account, which is pretty low level. I think it was like this. Yes. Alright. So we're using Defiance up top, who deals magic plus 3 damage to an enemy and a random enemy, which is boosted by enraged allies. If the enemy uses brown mana, he deals double damage. Deals a double wow. Burritate rate. Deals double skull damage versus brown enemies. Stone Skin reduces damage from skulls by 50%, and that unique third rate gift of Defiance gives 4 to all skills on all Urska allies when matching extra turns. That adds up, and I think it adds up a little bit protection with that Stone Skin trait. If you're a low level player, you don't want to slap your Siege Breakers up top, even though they deal pretty heavy skull damage, but I think the spell damage is more important and protecting your Siege Breakers than concentrating on the skull damage. If you're a low level player, that is. And we're using this weapon that is available in the shop with this team. Let's go and try this. Yeah. There. Let's see if we get any nice gems with the starting board. There's an extra turn. I suppose we could do that. And then we use this Blackbeard over there. And then we cast our event captain over there. I think now would be a good time to explode the board. And the dust storm deals very nice cascades to us. And one cast over there, and this is a match. There. Okay. I think that's about invasion event. 3 teams, I'm sure one of those is going to fit you pretty well. Let's check the Underspire. Excuse me. This is my boss route. Nope. 1, 2, 3. This is an intersection. So hopefully the boss is over here. So about the team, I'm using this kind of setup. We are using Tuliao up top. You choose a color and she enchants all allies of that color and gives 6 mana to them, boosted by gems of that color on the board. The boost ratio is 4:1. Traits nothing special, but this is very good troop when used right. We have a full green team over here, so when we get our Tuliao up, we can just pick a green gem and all of these troops are going to be enchanted. Yao Guai, our main damage dealer over here, deals magic +2 damage to the first 2 enemies boosted by his life. Then steals 4 magic from both enemies and transforms all purple gems to red. Reflects 25% of skull damage, mana shield, and that unique third rate corruption steals 3 life from the first enemy when matching red gems. We are using Gobaltin Wand as our, let's say, secondary mana generator over here. This is a Shentang weapon and explodes magic +1 red gems, then grants a random status effect to all Shentang allies and then summons a Shentang troop if we lose our troops. This weapon is very good, one of the better exploders in this game. This has the enchanting upgrade that enchants your hero when you cast the wand. Peaceful silences the first enemy, and Blessed cause a random positive effect on your hero. These are very good upgrades, and I think this is indeed one of the better exploder weapons in this game. And we are using Moon Rabbit to get things going a little bit faster. She, I don't know, converts all blue gems to yellow and then gives magic +1 life to all other allies, and then blesses the first ally. Starts empowered and has the spell armor that reduces damage from spells by 25%. So basically we are using Moon Rabbit to get Tuliao going a little bit faster. And we are using Sunspear class. Heatwave creates a firestorm at the start of every turn. Snap Freeze, Insulated Root Trap, Deluge, Firebringer and Fireblade all help. Well, for Fireblade not that much because our hero is over here and we don't have any burn mechanic either. But anyway, this is what I'm using here in the early stages, and when things get a little bit harder, there is this Huanglong troop that has 70% skull reduction, golden armor trait, yeah. And also the Dragon King third trait gives 3 magic to all dragon allies when matching extra turns. Well, he's the only dragon over here, but I guess everything helps. Also deals some AoE damage, and then there are individual 50% chances to gain magic +1 attack, or extra turn, or barrier, or enchant, or blessed. I don't know how this actually works, but anyway, it's pretty good troop, let's say that, and add some protection with that skull reduction. Right, but because we are using these themes in the early stage, we are going to use Moon Rabbit to get things going a little bit faster. Let's try this team against these bad boys who web. That's not very nice. But even if Yao is webbed, he is going to deal pretty nice damage with the life boost. Let's say that. Yellow to blue, I think there's one, but we are going to take this. And that. Now we are going to convert so that we get things going. Now we pick green gems with Tuliao. Or Yao is up and webbed. Oh well. 91 damage. Still even webbed. Let's do that. That is heavy damage when webbed. Think about that. Okay. Let's take another try against these Depth of Sin troops. It would be great to have a blue to yellow alignment. Oh, there's one, but let's take that first. And I guess we just do that. And that. And that. Oops, there was an extra turn. Fine. Cost on greens, we get the enchant. Do we have extra turn with Yao? There is one. Let's do that. And that. I guess we could just do a skull poke over there and be done with this fight. Alright. Yeah, and there's the boss. Let's go and fight against Garnet. I just love to pronounce that. Extra turn with Rapid. We have one. Let's do that. Tuliao is up. Let's cast her on green gems. Get the enchant. Let's take that red over there. We don't have extra turn alignment, except we do, thanks to the heat wave trade. Nice drops from the sky. And this is a match. I'm not really sure if this is going to work very long here in this Underspire, but again you can just go and slap that Huanglong up top over there and have a little bit more protection. Right. I think that's about it. Hey, the usual stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Hats off. Peace out.